All right. I'm Tommy Pichardo, KetoRockStar, and I have with me Anthony.
Anthony,
How you doing?
good.
All right, good. Anthony came to me for some help for his weight loss. He wanted to lose weight, right? He got sick and tired of being tired and fat,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And he reached out, and I told him I would help him. And actually, this was a couple of weeks ago, so this is the first time we've actually gotten together to discuss things and do a discovery call, so we can determine, what it is that you want to accomplish, right?
Yep.
So basically, this also, I'm sharing this discovery call with you guys so that you can see the type of questions that I have for him, so I can determine what we need to do for him to reach his goals. All right. Again, if you find value in this content, I would encourage you to please like and subscribe and share this with your friends and family. All right. All right. Well, tell me a little bit about your age, your weight, and
Yeah, 46 years old. Weight, I'm at 275.
275. Okay. All right. And what is the goal? What
The goal right now is 50 pounds.
to lose 50 pounds?
Yeah, 50 pounds. I want to get back in shape.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what? Tell me what you've done. I mean, how's your eating habits? How many times a day would you say you eat, including snacks?
Now, since I started,
Well, before and since you
Yeah.
spoke to me a couple of weeks ago.
eating habits have not been good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually the culprit, not eating good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eating late at night.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bad news.
Right before bed.
Yeah. The time it should be 3 hours before bedtime. You shouldn't have any
Yeah.
meals 3 hours prior to bedtime.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you eat, and many people do because they're snacking, they're watching television or something, it's the worst thing you could do. That just sits in your stomach and creates fat. All right. So all right. So it's 270. We want to lose 50 pounds, so bring you down to 225. Correct.
Correct.
All right. And how important is this for you to reach this goal?
Very important. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say a 10.
10. So that's very high.
Yeah,
Yes.
the way I've been feeling has been getting just worse and worse.
So describe the feeling. What are you feeling?
Tired all the time.
A lethargic feeling.
Lethargic. Body aching.
Body aching,
Yeah,
really?
even body aches. Yeah.
Is that from work related aches
No,
or no?
no.
Just you think it's the weight on the
I
joints,
think
me like your
I think
knees?
yeah, I think knees.
Yeah, that's a common problem when you get to be that big.
Yeah.
That extra weight does a lot of wear and tear on the joints. So that's definitely why you want to
Yeah.
trim down.
I can feel some pains in my liver area.
Really?
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a physical exam?
Probably 6 months now.
Oh, 6 months?
About that.
Yeah. And what did they say? What some of the things that they mentioned? Anything in particular?
Well, prior to that, 3 months before that, let's say 9 months ago, I was diabetic.
Was or you still are?
No, I was at that time.
What was the A1C, do you know?
Yeah, I think it was like 165. Does that make sense?
No, it's going to be like usually a pre-diabetic is like 5.7 and
yeah. It was
6,
5.7. It was
5.7.
5.7.
So
Yes,
that's
it was
pre-diabetic.
5.7.
Yeah, you want to be like around 5.5. That's the normal, what they call normal range,
Yeah.
of course. Okay, so pre-diabetic, and that's because of extra weight.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So once you lose some weight, you will definitely get that number down.
Yeah.
And what have you? What do you think is the biggest struggle with losing weight?
I need to get exercise back in my life too.
Yeah, we all do that,
too.
right?
That too.
But you know that losing weight, 80% of it is food.
How
How
we
we eat.
know that.
Yeah, that you could actually lose weight without exercising. I'm not saying don't exercise. Exercise is very important.
Yeah.
However, too many people put too much emphasis on exercising. Important, yes, but not necessary to lose weight because remember, I said 80% is food and nutrition. What you eat, when you eat, and how you eat.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
the-
that makes sense because there's been long periods of time in my life where I exercised a lot,
Mhm.
and I was never able to lose like a lot of the gut.
Well, because maybe
Because
how you were
I was
eating.
eating the same.
Yes.
Yeah, no good.
All right. So have you tried like any type of diets or
I have. I did this like watermelon diet. That's what I was gonna say. So I did this watermelon thing. It actually worked. It brought me out of being pre-diabetic.
it did?
It did.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But now it's been some period of time, and I've been eating back to the way I always have been.
Yeah, so it disrupted that.
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm starting to feel that on my body.
Watermelon is like one of the highest contents of sugar.
Okay.
And the sugar in fruit is fructose, which is the most dangerous type of sugar, believe it or
Oh,
not.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's good fruit and there's bad fruit, meaning that you have fruit that's lower on the glycemic level. For
Okay.
example, your berries, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries.
Okay.
Those are low glycemic, you want to understand, because watermelon is very high on the glycemic, so meaning high in sugar.
Okay.
Pineapple, grapes, those are, it just got more sugar content. So,
Okay.
especially if you're trying to lose weight, you definitely want to minimize, sometimes even eliminate that, at least for the process that you're trying to lose the weight.
Okay. What about dates?
Dates, well, again, it's probably sugar. I would recommend not eating them now.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I would try to minimize or even eliminate fruit altogether right now. I
Okay.
know it sounds a little nuts, but the sugar is the culprit.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll be working with you, giving you a strategy, what to eat, so that you
Okay.
can, you know, uh, so what do you think has been holding you back from the weight loss? What would you attribute that to?
I'll be honest with you, I think it's been like some depression.
Oh, yeah?
I think that's attributed to it, though.
Yeah, no, I can relate to that. When I get depressed, I used to be, well, not so much anymore, but when I was a big boy,
Yeah.
I would eat when I would get depressed, right?
Yeah.
You want to eat, grab something. They call it comfort food,
Yeah.
right?
Comfort food.
Comfort food, not a
Not
good
good.
idea.
Not good.
All right. All right. So tell me a little bit about what does a typical day look like eating wise? Like tell me what time you think you start in the morning, what time you snack, and until you go to sleep. What does that look like?
Yeah. So the mornings, I'm never that hungry, so I don't eat much all the way up till usually about noon, and then I'll start eating. And it's been like every couple hours.
Every couple
few
hours? Yeah,
something.
that's a problem. Yeah.
That is a problem.
The reason why that is because every time you consume something, and that's the problem with Americans. They say when I tell people we eat 8 to 10 times a day, they're like, "What do you mean?" Well, even a bag of chips, you're eating. You're putting something that's snacking.
Right.
Worst thing you can do is snack, because what happens every time we can put something in our mouth, it releases insulin. Insulin is a fat storing hormone. So the more time you're doing this, even if it's just just a little whatever, a little cupcake,
Right.
boom, if insulin is released, stores fat.
Okay.
So
yeah, and I was taught wrong too. I've always been taught the more you eat, the
oh yeah, no, actually that was the biggest craze. Oh yeah, increased
the metabolism. That's all trash.
Totally. That could be good for when you're 16, 15, 18, but
Right.
at our age,
Yeah.
because many people think that it's about calories in and calories out. Calories do play a role, but not necessarily. Your main thing is to focus on the hormonal aspects. Like I said, insulin is a hormone, and the more insulin you create, it's a fat storing hormone. So you're sabotaging yourself more times. That's why it's best to eat when you eat a meal.
Yeah.
Eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full. So make sure you're satiated. When you eat, you're full, you're good, and you should be able to go 4 or 5 hours again without being hungry. You said you were eating every couple hours.
Yeah, 3 hours.
Boom, shot of insulin.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you're getting value from this, please like and subscribe. We would appreciate it. And and if you have any questions, you can also leave them in the comments, and I will address them as well. All right. So Well, how about activity? You say you're not exercising, so tell me a little bit, how active are you?
Yeah, my job is sales, so it's not. I'm not very active on the
Sales,
job.
like sitting down in
Just
an
sitting
office?
down in the office.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, very sedentary.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that.
You gotta work on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's not gotta be any crazy, believe it or not, even walking.
Okay.
Just walking makes a big difference. In fact, I just made if you look at my playlist, I made a video describing how walking is underrated big time. There are tremendous benefits from walking, many, many benefits. It's definitely
Yeah.
overlooked. People think they gotta go all out,
That's what
run
I've always
marathons.
thought.
No,
Yeah.
no. And the problem also, when you do that, it creates cortisol. Your cortisol, another hormone, raises, and that sabotages your weight.
Ah,
See, that's why weight loss is not so much calories, it's more of a hormonal thing. You gotta balance and treat the hormones,
okay.
and create good hormones,
Right.
and have high levels of like testosterone hormone. That's another thing you want to check to see what your testosterone level is, because if you have low testosterone, and testosterone is the best hormone to have for burning calories. It is the king of hormones.
Okay.
So you want to have good levels of testosterone.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember us talking about that too. Is I'm on the testosterone therapy, which I need to get off of that.
Yeah, it's a lot of people don't realize. Well, that's the latest craze, but what people don't realize with the testosterone, when you're doing it, TRT, they call it testosterone replacement therapy, is that when the body, first of all, they don't tell you there's several adverse effects, from mild symptoms like irritability, skin rashes, to more severe uh, effects like testicular cancer and prostate cancer.
Oh,
It's really not good. And here's the kicker. When you start taking that exogenous or the shots, patches, and gels, your body stops producing testosterone hormone.
right. I remember you telling me that.
And that's not good. Then you're dependent on the shot, patches, and gels at a cost of what? They vary from a few $100s a month to even thousands of dollars a month.
Yeah.
People,
Yeah, I'll think of that checked out. I've backed off of it a little bit. I've been taking less.
Good. Yeah.
Starting that.
I would check with your doctor to try to see if you can get completely off of it. I don't know if there's any side effects if you stop. I don't believe there is, but like I said, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
I can't give you medical advice, but check with your doctor and tell him. And if he asks you why, tell him what I just told you.
Yeah.
And see what he says.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
right. And what about stress? How do you manage stress? How does that play a role?
Yeah.
Are you stressful?
Yeah.
Yeah, cortisol again going up. So you want to definitely manage stress better. Believe it or not, walking helps a lot with that. Walking, yeah, walking is
start doing that.
walking is amazing. We'll put the schedule together for you. And what about sleep? How many hours a night would you say? Not much. That's a problem.
3 hours.
Really? No, that's a serious problem.
Tops 4 probably, 4 lately.
Wow.
Just the situation I'm in. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's probably you had a lot of stress and anxiety going on. That's going to cause an issue. But sleep, so many people overlook the importance of sleep, especially when it comes to weight loss. You need 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And I tell a lot of people, like, what? Because a lot of people are not getting a lot of sleep. And like in your case, you said 3 hours. You definitely got to get more sleep. That's a vital role in weight loss management. Sleep. Yeah. And so when you do sleep, what is the quality of your sleep? Are you sound? Or are you waking up? What does that look like?
Straight through.
Oh, you do sleep sound?
The whole 3 hours, 4 hours. Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. At least but you need more of it.
Yeah.
What about support and accountability? Prior to when you met me, because now you got support and accountability, but before this, but how about no family that can help you and cheer you on? And, hey.
Not really.
Okay, well the good thing is with me, that's why you hire coaches and mentors. Not only will they give you good information and teach you, but they also help you hold you accountable, inspire you.
Yes.
And I just want to actually mention also the other thing about my school community, which you became a member of.
Yes.
The school community, I recommend everybody, that's interested in transforming their health, because what we do there, that is educational. It also helps with empowering you to, not only with the information and education, but with practical knowledge and action steps that you can take. The very same concepts, tools, and strategies that I teach in there, I myself have used and continue to use to maintain my, my weight. I mean, I've had to overcome my own obesity issue. I was obese at one time, and also high blood pressure, low energy, low testosterone. I was a mess. 70 pounds lighter now, but it was a process, and I had to learn these things. It took a while to learn everything because there's so much bad information out there.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
A lot of bad information.
A lot of bad information. So definitely, I'll put a link in here if you're interested in joining the school community. Is called the KetoRockStars. And that's, like I said, I recommend it is a membership community, but in the community you have so many like-minded individuals, where we encourage one another, we motivate each other. I can answer your questions. There's actually teachings in the classroom section. There's courses and different teachings on different topics. Also, I post information, tidbits of information all the time. If you have a question regarding it, you just go into the discussion area, ask the question, I answer it. That way, everybody else sees the question and might even relate to them, and they may have that question, and I supply an answer for that as well. So it's very informative, very, very good. So, like I said, I'm going to put a link in the description if you're interested. Again, it's less than $1 a day to join. So, you can't beat that. All right. Let me ask you about, so you never worked with a coach or a mentor before?
No.
Okay. And what about, how do you prefer meal plans? Do you prefer structured meal plans or flexible eating guidelines?
Probably something structured.
Structured?
Yeah.
So you know what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat, how you're going to eat, right?
Yeah. I think that would be the best way.
The best way, yeah. People are different, so that's why I asked.
Yeah, I think that would be probably the best.
Yeah. All right. And how about any specific foods that you actually love and you can't live without? Is there anything?
Yeah. Bread.
Bread. Oh yeah, sugar. That's sugar. Equals sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're going to educate. We're going to learn, and you're going to make some adjustments, And once you start seeing the results, what I will ask you, imagine yourself at that weight. What does that look like? How do you feel? What does that do for you if you imagine it?
Like a lot more energy, mentally more stable, probably. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because when you start looking good or better, you start feeling better.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a mental thing too.
Yeah.
So so initially we want to lose the body and belly fat. And eventually, if you want to start working out, put on some muscle and get buffed up, and not that you got to get crazy buff, but the important is so many people are under muscled. As we get older, we start losing muscle. So it's very important to maintain muscle. Not that you got to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, but you got to have sufficient muscle. Also, muscle raises your metabolism, so it keeps you leaner.
Oh,
right? Yeah, and that's why it's important to have good levels of testosterone level too, because that will help the muscle maintain. It'll help you maintain the muscle as well.
Okay.
So. All right. Well, that's great. I think we covered a good amount of the area. It gives me a good basis to work on putting the program and a structure for you. Yeah, I appreciate you coming out and taking time. To all you guys out there, reach out. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this channel with your friends and family. All right. And until next time, I'm Tommy Charlie with KetoRockStar. We'll talk to you guys soon. All right. All right.
Yeah. America, health